now we're going to begin with our intrusion simulation. So what you're seeing right now is on the left-hand side, we have the Simply Safe app armed in away mode. And on the right-hand side, we have TruShield in armed mode. So both systems are armed. Now imagine you're the end user, you're out on the town running errands, and all you have is your app acting as your lifeline. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we stage an intrusion and how both apps react. All right, so it looks like on the left-hand side, we have a backdoor entry sensor being opened on Simply Safe. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that to bring up our timeline. All right, so we can see right there, entry delay was triggered due to a backdoor entry sensor. But that looks like that's just about all we're seeing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to our dashboard, and our alarm is already going off. I'm gonna go ahead and click off. And I'm gonna click away just to set us up for that next intrusion. But what I wanna do now is to go back to this timeline and look at what we saw, right? So we were in away mode, then we had our entry delay triggered, an alarm was triggered, that backdoor entry sensor. Based on what we're seeing here, would you be confident in saying if someone was in your home right now? Not so much. I don't really have that much information, right? But if we're looking at the TruShield side, we clearly see that there is no motion happening in this space. Thanks to that live motion sensing bar, it's giving us direct insight into the home at any given point in time. With the Simply Safe app, we really just have a lack of information, and it's not helping us answer that question if someone is in the home or not, right? And if you think about that end user, they're worried and scared, thinking someone has come into their home, and they really just don't have any information to answer that question. But with TruShield, we know for sure right now that no one is in the home. So what we're gonna do now is run that back. We're gonna do a second intrusion right now, same as before. So let's go ahead and see what happens when the second intrusion occurs. All right, so it looks like we have some motion being captured on our indoor camera. Why don't we go ahead and pull up that timeline? And at the same time, it looks like we have some human motion being detected on our TruShield app, and I see our entry delay is counting down. All right. In our Simply Safe app, it looks like we have an entry delay triggered due to that indoor camera. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that feed. Maybe we'll see someone on that feed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and click ignore, and let's look at that live stream. Meanwhile, TruShield Security is about to go off. I'm gonna go ahead and disarm that system in just a second. All right, so we see our siren is sounding. I'm gonna go ahead and click disarm. Now, if we're looking at these two screens, based on the left-hand side with Simply Safe, would you be able to confidently say someone is in your home right now? No, probably not. You just have an empty camera feed and a timeline full of information that's not really helpful. But with TruShield Security on that right-hand side, we know for sure someone is in that space due to our verified human presence, and we're able to give power and confidence back into the user when they're in that situation. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us and watching our intrusion simulation. We can't wait to do a demo in person for you live.